Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Mama.
Oh, I say.
Good evening.
It's a hot one tonight.
Absolutely. Roasting in the shed. I've been worried about this all day. I've been worried about being in this
No,
environment.
we've actually had text messages of people saying, "Oh, you're going to be all right."
People are genuinely
tonight."
going, I don't think you're going to make this. People are saying, I think this could be the last show
You're
you
right.
do.
I wonder why somebody asked me if I got a will.
Well, we are going to
Oh.
evaporate. We're literally going to evaporate here. I've been to the toilet earlier. I was passing steam. Do you know what I mean? That's it. But I've come as Father Shed. Father Shed, bless you, my child. Bless you, Father Shed.
Oh, well done.
Father Shed, I
Very
am
apt.
sweating.
Yeah.
I am sweating.
You have literally picked the worst costume.
This
for
is
tonight.
a commitment to the cause,
Suffer
isn't
for
it?
your arts.
Let's get the show
let's
tune
get the
going,
background.
Gemma. Come on, let's do it. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, self-isolators. Good evening, no homeschoolers. Good evening, back to workers. It's holiday time. No, good evening, people who are probably watching this in a hot tub or sat on your veranda sipping white wine, which is what we should be doing, but we're shouting in a chipboard tune. But this is why we do it. We love it. We love seeing you all. I can't see you, but I know you're there.
Yes.
Good evening. Lynn Hill's there. Jackie Bardell's there. Rachel Mary's there. Keith Suddards is there. There's people watching on catch up who are not yet there, but are going to be there
But they
in the
will be
future.
there.
I just want to tell you, hot tonight, hot tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. Let's go, Gemma. 8:15 on a Thursday night, and I grab my drink and I feel alright. Ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm going to the Shed Show. Shed Show. Shed Show. Shed Show. Let's go. Let's go.
We said Thursday night. We meant to say Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, innit? Do you know what though? Can I just say,
Yeah.
it's going to be a miracle if anything, I remember anything, because I think genuinely my brain is not fully running. The heat, I've just stubbed my toe coming into the house.
you did.
I've got one
That
sock
is
on
so-
because
You can't lift it.
I can't even lift it up to the webcam. I've got one sock on, people,
believe me, he has
because
got
I've
one
stubbed
sock on.
I've stubbed my toe. I think it's bleeding.
Oh.
I'm all in at 6s and 7s. I'm hot. Gemma informed me that we're on the 19th of August. Is 14 years marriage.
Yeah, 14 years
14
married.
years of marriage. 23 years knowing each
Well,
other.
we met in 1997. Is that 23 years?
97.
But yeah, 14 years marriage. So I looked it up.
And do you know what it is?
Yeah, Ivory.
What is it?
Did you do that?
I put a little dot on it so I knew which one it was.
Ah!
Go on, what is it?
Yeah, it's Ivory. But of course, that is ethically.
Well,
wrong.
we aren't going to shoot an elephant.
No.
But Gemma's on about adopting one, and I said to her, I don't think it's going to fit in our house. It's not going to fit in the shed.
No, because you can adopt an elephant.
You can
on
adopt an elephant.
WWF, not the wrestling. Is that wrestling now? WWF?
Yeah, but it's still the same thing. It's just if you.
No, it's
if you
WWE now. Isn't
yeah,
it?
because if you do it, we'll adopt a wrestler. We'll be sat there in the Ultimate
okay,
Warrior.
okay.
I mean, that's how so old our wrestlers are. Ultimate Warrior's dead and Hulk
Oh!
Hogan's retired.
Jake the Snake.
He's gone. He's dead as well.
Oh, Bret Hart.
But he's dead. No, he's alive.
Okay.
Bret Hart. We get Bret Hart or an
I
elephant.
remember these.
Either way, we're going to get Bret Hart
Yeah,
or an
but
elephant.
the point was you can adopt an elephant
Right.
for 36 quid.
36 quid. That's cheap, isn't it?
Which,
Then you've got the
or-
food.
Or it said ivory is the traditional thing for
Yes.
14 years, or gold. And I thought they've just written that
Yeah.
just because they
Well,
can't think of anything else.
To be honest, it's easier to get hold of gold than ivory, isn't it? I reckon someone said ivory, and then they went in and said, "Can I have an ivory ring?" They were probably killed by PETA,
Yeah.
and it cost a fortune. So it's
PETA.
gold, PETA, whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
gold. So just to
Yeah.
let you know.
So that's it. That's what it is. It is.
That's the state of the relationship there. I text you and go, oh, by the way, it's gold, opal, or nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Ivory.
Well, not ivory.
I'm not buying you ivory.
No, well, we're adopt an elephant.
We're going to adopt an elephant. There you go. Happy anniversary. Here's an
Can I
elephant.
name it?
You can name it. What are you going to name it? Dumbo.
Obviously.
Okay, Gemma's on the feed. Gemma's on the feed. She's on the feed. Say hello. Chat to her. Give us shout outs. Give us your shout out. Say hello. You know what I mean? We'll feed it in. I'm
Where's
just going to
my
keep.
water?
Where's your water? It's here, darling. It's
you
here.
pass it?
You need water tonight.
Oh my
You need.
goodness.
You're just going to kick it over anyway. You're just going to kick it over. Everyone happy? Good. Excellent. Welcome to the show. It has been. It is 38 degrees today.
In here.
It's been 38
Oh,
in here. I checked with the
God.
thermometer.
That's
Basically,
bad.
I think I'm going to turn the heating off tonight.
Ah!
I think I am. I think I definitely am. I'm sweating from places I didn't know I had glands.
Oh, God.
Do you know what? Earlier, Gemma,
Yeah.
I'm worn black because obviously the vicar thing and not the vicar, the priest thing. I worn black. I'm a priest up here, but I've got no underwear on, so I'm still like a priest. If I was chasing a young boy, it would be perfect. However, I'm not. But I've got a black shirt on, Gemma, because I am sweating tit tears at the moment. Underneath, I have got tit tears. My man boobs are crying. My testicles and inner thighs are inseparable.
Oh,
I've had about 3 hours sleep in 4 days.
Well, I was going to say, I had to put Vaseline under the old... Under the old...
Under the old what? Under the old what?
Buzzwams.
Oh, buzzwams. Gemma put Vaseline under her, but I'd have done that for you.
And I haven't even got big buzzwams.
It's like
It's so hot.
I'd like you preparing for a cross-channel swim. Vaselining up your buzzwams. Like David Walliams did that.
I said I could just pop 2 ice pops underneath each one.
Honestly,
it melted in about 10 seconds.
It is. I mean, it does. We've not touched each other in bed, not sexually, but genuinely. If I embrace Gemma, we're so hot and sticky, we will be welded together like 2 pieces of wafer thin ham. It would be sort of paper. You wouldn't be able to get us apart. It'd be like crepe paper.
Yeah, even Sophia said, "Oh, Mummy, you're sticky." I'm like, "Oh, brilliant."
It's awful. And also, right, the other thing is, right, the weather in the UK is just bipolar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got more mood swings than a teenager, man, because it's like it's hammering it down one day, 38 degrees the next. It's impossible. All you hear people saying today, Gemma, is, "We need a storm. We need a storm." Look, I saw people looking at the sky, Gemma, going, "Where's the rain?" Angry with God. Where's the rain? And everything's just too much effort, right? I can't be bothered to do exercise, Gem. Do you know the only exercise I've got?
That's true.
Do you know the only exercise I've got today?
Go on.
Lifting my iPad off my genitals just so I don't start a bushfire on my pubes. Just that. That's the entire exercise process.
I know even your computer was heavy breathing.
The computer's heavy breathing. He's struggling. Do you know our sister-in-law's pregnant, Holly, isn't she?
Yeah.
How are you doing that? Because it's so. I can't imagine that. Can you?
Oh,
It's
the worst thing being pregnant when it's really hot.
And the worst thing is it's so hot, and also it's so hot, and also you're being constantly spooned by another human.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They won't get off you, you know. The top tips, Gemma.
Yeah.
Flannel on the head. Flannel on the head. Flannel on the head.
Oh no, run your wrists under cold water.
I don't get with any of them, but you can't do that. You can't stand by the sink.
It cools your whole body down, I guarantee it.
I don't like a flannel. Do you know why? I end up face down just sucking it. In the middle of that, flipping your pillow every 15 minutes. Do you know which one I heard today? Put your fingers in iced water and then put them in your ears.
What?
That's like, you know when blacksmiths quench a horseshoe, Gem, and it goes and the steam comes up. That's what it does when you.
Oh my God.
And if you're struggling to sleep, right? They said get up and do something calming. Try reading, writing, Gemma. Even folding your socks. I don't even do that when it's cold.
Folding your socks?
Folding your socks. I don't.
God, it'd be a bloody miracle if you put them in your drawer, let alone ruddy.
I know. To be honest, I get more stressed out than when I started. Do you know what it is? I've realised something. There's a correlation, Gemma. In the summer, there's a trade-off between heat and noise.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Heat and noise.
What do you mean? Like there's less noise but more heat?
No, because you either open a window and then all you can hear is noises.
Oh yes.
Like, all you can hear is foxes having an orgy in ear bins, right? You put on a fan, but then that clack, 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 clack. Do you know what that sounds like? A military helicopter overhead. Yeah. Honestly, I've had that before, and I've woke up thinking I've been airdropped into Vietnam. It's like apocalypse now, man. Experts have said a fan could be bad for you, Jem, if you've got allergies because it blows pollen and dust all over the house, right? I would rather take that than having to wring my sheets out like a pair of swimming trunks.
Oh, any day.
Do you know what some people say? Get yourself a Dyson.
Yes, why don't we?
I'll tell you why we don't. Because they're £600.
Are you kidding
me?
Yeah,
£600. We have 2 days of summer in this country. I am not having a fan in my bedroom.
More than 2 days this year.
I am not having a fan in my bedroom that's on a better hourly rate than I am. I'm not having that, right? Do you know what I thought's a great idea?
Go on.
There's a funeral home.
Yeah.
Funeral home in Sandy Acre.
Right.
And I'm going to pop down there and ask him if he's got an empty drawer and he can slide me in. Because it will be cold in there, next to all the corpses, little pillow.
God.
Have a lovely night's kip, nice and cool. Yes, she'll be traumatised for life, but lovely night's kip.
Yeah.
The other things happened today, Gemma.
Go on.
In our world, because I give a roundup on the news, got loads of features coming your way, guys. Got a few rude ones tonight. Not smutty, just rude ones. We had our washer repaired today.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yes, and I just want to tell you as well.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, he did a great job, and I just always mention, like, I used to design washing machines.
Oh yeah, just pop that in.
I pop that in. I am like that guy you meet down the pub who's really annoying and said, "Do you know, back in the day, I used to be a roadie for Led Zeppelin." I'm that bloke. Do you know what I mean? I'm that
It's not quite as rock and roll.
No, I went on tour with Def Leppard, mate. But now he works in HR. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we talked about them, Jem. Yeah. Washing machines like they were classic cars.
Oh,
honestly, we were saying.
I can just imagine this.
We were stood there like with a coffee, and he goes, "Well, of course, when the Evo 2 came in." When the Evo 2 came in with the 8 kg wash load, but then do you know what they did? They swapped it for the mainframe control board, and that's when all the problems started. Well, of course, you know that. You know, you're not an idiot. And we were talking, shooting the breeze over it, right?
Oh,
and he updated the software. He sorted out. They pimped up the washer, and he said he might have to charge me for a service call. And then I turned on the charm. I was like,
God.
"Come on, mate. They don't need to do that. Come on." We're like the mafia, us. We go back years. And like, honestly, do you know what? I made him a cup of tea, and just under the Kit Kat, little fiver under the Kit Kat. And he's fine, fantastic. I would have shook his hand, but we're in a pandemic.
The fact the Kit Kat came out the fridge.
Kit Kat out the fridge. I says, "Listen, mate, I used to work for Hotpoint. I designed that fridge. It can keep Kit Kats. It's a feature. There's a Kit Kat tray."
You didn't just design.
I designed everything, mate. I designed a shed that I can't breathe in. Here's the other news. So we've had the washer fixed. Other news is Olivia has got his his. Well, it doesn't matter now. It can be anything, can't they?
Yeah.
Olivia's got her own gaming channel now.
Yeah.
It's called Galaxy Squad Gaming. Check it out. She's very good. And I think this is what I've said. I'm encouraging this. I've told you before, Gemma.
Right.
It's the modern day Foundry, the internet for the kids.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Gemma's yawning already. That's not a good sign. Oh God. What we 5 minutes in. It's the heat and my performance. But listen, what I want to say to you is I'm a performer, right? I regularly put things out online, like this show, in the hope that people watch them. And you lovely people do, right? But I caught my daughter last week watching something on YouTube. She's a big fan. And I just thought, why do I even bother? Right? Because it was a video of an American girl, Gemma, unboxing a My Little Pony toy. And that video had 43 million views. And I just think... Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech is 9 million. I just think, what are we doing?
Chance, bud.
And I said to Olivia, I said, "Listen, darling, this gaming channel you've got is fantastic, but you've got to remember this isn't a career, this isn't an industry. That girl there, how old is she? She's 11. Exactly, she's 11. And look, she's got 43 million views. Yes, she gets sent a lot of free stuff. But what's going to be her future, darling, when this all runs out?" She said, "Well, it doesn't matter. She's retired." Unbelievable. Get upstairs and get on that computer.
There's probably a bloody word of truth to
I said to her, no, she has retired. I said to her, get up there and get on that computer and make me some money. Do you know what I did think, though?
What?
I'm going to do some adult version of unboxing videos.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what I mean when you unwrap stuff? It'd be like, so you'd have some bloke in Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
Some folk in Scunthorpe, right? Just unwrapping a pie and chips. And a pensioner opening an instant cash ISA.
Yeah.
But the video's 20 minutes long, just blundering through it. Just like, "I forgot my passport. What's your mother's maiden name? I can't remember. She's been dead 40 years. Forget it. I'm not bothered." And then at the end, just like and subscribe. I think that's the future for me. Anyway, I want to also talk. We're going to round up the news from the week.
Go on.
Topical news. Have we got a jingle?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't got a jingle. We need a jingle for that.
Are you ready?
Topical news.
Topical news.
Clipboard one, guys. Your question's coming up. Confessions is the theme. That's why I'm dressed as a... Oh,
sorry about that.
Les Dawson's on keys. Oh, my God. Topical news. That sounded like the start of something on Sunday night.
It was meant to sound like, what was that thing with the arms? Panorama?
Panorama with the arms. Do you know that programme, that really serious one with the arms?
At the beginning.
Yeah,
Is that
Panorama. That's quite good, that, yeah.
Right.
Well done. Here we go, Gemma. When seagulls attack.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to say this to you is, darling, we're going to the seaside soon, aren't we, babe?
Yeah,
We're going to the seaside, but I want
wait.
to give you a warning about seagulls.
Yeah.
Because Monique Sfinninson from Cambridgeshire was left shaking after a seagull attack.
Oh my God,
Seagulls.
I saw this.
Now, the problem with seagulls is, what can you do, Gemma? Because you can't punch nature. Can you?
Well-
You can't punch them because they're protected species, and they know that.
What?
That's why they're such arseholes.
Seagulls are
Protected species. You can't eat a seagull, shoot a seagull. That's why. Do you know what? That's why they're alarmed to themselves. They're like, "You can't touch me, mate." That's what they're doing.
so
when
cocky.
when they're squawking, they're going, "Come on, bring it on."
They are so
Bring it on.
cocky.
They're like
They are cocky.
they're like Liam Gallagher's with thin legs. That's what they are, right? She said the aggressive birds, Gemma, circled them, circled them. And she said she went for the chips, and then her friend had to run across a pebble beach. She began to scream. She said, I was with my friend, we'd come for a few days away, and we are traumatised.
Oh
I must admit, I'd seen a couple of people go to get chips, and we'd seen the seagulls circling, and I said to Emma, are you sure about this? She said, they're only circling. How bad can it be? Bad. Bad is how bad. Terrifying, right?
Can I just say, I've just been tittering because there's loads of people, Catherine Hutchinson and Sarah Gee saying, it's world in action, Gemma, not
World in
panorama.
action, yeah. You're completely wrong. World in action. I mean, it still made no sense.
I'm so glad they knew what I meant.
World in
action.
action. I said, Gemma, she said, when they said they're only circling,
Yeah.
circling is what sharks do, innit? Do you know what I mean? Do you know where most of these seagulls keep their chips, Gem?
God.
Do you know where most of these seagulls keep their chips?
Yeah.
On the shoulders. That's why they hate us so much, right? Today it's chips, tomorrow it'll be a brand new Audi, won't it?
Yeah.
Right, and do you know in Australia, Gem,
Yeah.
they have killer spiders, snakes and sharks. However, it's still statistically safer to eat a bag of chips over there than it is here. It really is, right? Do you know the other thing, right, Gem? This is true. I've listened to this. Look, I've done some research. Children have fallen off sea walls after being attacked by seagulls.
Go on.
They've broken limbs. You shouldn't be laughing now. Stop reading and listen, Gemma. They've broken the limbs. Why are you not listening? You're not listening.
I'm looking at the feed.
You're looking at the feed and she's not listening. This is like watching me from the telly. I know she's not listening because I start saying stuff like, shall I draw all that money out and buy myself a Ferrari and then leave the kids?
What did you say?
I said that children have broken arms because they've been attacked by seagulls.
I was laughing.
Yeah. And fallen off the sea wall.
Oh, Scott, I can't breathe.
You can't do it.
Oh my God! How did you know I'm not listening?
Because you just go, yeah, and I know it's not a normal reaction. This is my live, people. This is a quarantine quarrel live in action. She never listens to me.
You can't ask me to watch the feed.
What? Yeah, but I need you to. If you don't laugh, it goes.
I was laughing.
Oh, this is more annoying now, isn't it? This is what I have to deal with in here,
Oh
guys.
my God!
22 weeks, man.
Oh,
Right, listen.
Can I just do a quick shout out?
No, I'm in the middle of a bit. Let me finish this bit, then you can do one, right? Gemma, can I just tell you this? Listen to this. My uncle, serious, my uncle used to have the nickname Seagull. The Seagull.
What,
right?
Eric?
Yeah, it's because he'd steal your chips and then he'd shit on your head. I mean, it's been sectioned now. That's not true, but it got your attention. Right, Gemma, do the shout out before I put you through that door. Joke, I won't do that, obviously. Go on, Gemma, what's the shout
Right,
out to?
okay, well, there's just a few going on here.
Yes.
Max Williamson's watching. She said she tuned in on Saturday night to watch you alongside Carl Hutchinson. So thank you, Max, for joining us.
Thank you. That was at Time Theatre, wasn't it?
It
Empty
was.
Theatre, lovely.
Yeah, and somebody else said hello. They saw you. Thanks for coming up to
Newcastle.
Time Theatre,
It was an absolute pleasure. I would do it again.
It was good.
I would have
wasn't
walked
it?
there, my friends.
I really enjoyed that.
Lovely.
It was a good, good
Right,
show.
Gemma, some more topical news. Now,
Please.
listen to this one.
Yeah.
This is a Nottingham story from where we are.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to tell me what you would have done in this situation.
Go
right?
on.
Okay, so a woman has caught an Amazon delivery driver mid-squat pooing in her garden. Look, she took a photo of him.
Oh God!
That's him there.
Does
In
she-
his, I mean, why is he in his high-vis jacket? I mean, mate, that's a Ray Mears basic. If you go in the woodland, take your high-vis off.
Oh God!
Right? And basically, yeah, Gemma,
Yeah.
the Amazon delivery driver, he was sacked because a horrified neighbour caught him pooing in her garden. NHS councillor Sharon Smith, 53, was cooking in the kitchen when a van pulled up outside her home. The man ran from the vehicle towards her garden. She followed him, suspecting he could be stealing some wood. But he wasn't stealing wood, he was laying cable. And she caught him mid-squat, defecating on her property amongst the trees, and she called the police. Now, this was the best bit.
How embarrassing!
She came up to him,
though.
I know, she came up to him and she said, "What are you doing?" And he carried on pooing. Gemma, imagine that. What are you doing? And he's still going. Like I'm like a toddler.
The thing is,
Once I've started,
seriously,
you can't suck it back up.
I was just gonna say, have you actually tried to stop?
Why would I?
Well,
Why would you? Why would you try and stop?
no, because I've not pooed necessarily, but sometimes I've gone to the loo and the kids need the loo, and they'll come in and
We've
go,
got one
I
loo.
need the loo, I need the loo.
Yeah, but I never get time anyway. I have to go in and I have to fart. That's why I've got IBS. I have to literally crap and then leave. I don't even have time to wipe my bottom.
Do you know what? Is it wrong, I actually feel sorry for the Amazon driver.
Well, let me just finish the story,
Right,
because
go on.
you're on the side of the Amazon driver, right? Right. She said, I asked what the heck he was doing. He remained pooing, and then he asked me what my problem was, Gemma. He asked her what her problem was, and she said, the cheek of it. I mean, it's the cheeks, but, she said, he's messed with the wrong woman. I'm a blue belt in Taekwondo, and the anger and rage he saw was enough to put the fear of God in him. I made it clear I was calling the police, and if he moved, he'd regret it. I love how she says she's a blue belt in Taekwondo, because I'm sure Taekwondo, you're sparring with people also doing Taekwondo. You never come face to face with a shitting man. I don't think that's ever on a Bruce Lee film. A man just pops down. I mean, the ultimate shown of disrespect. Just curling one out next to your hanging baskets.
This is unbelievable.
Curling one out next to your hanging baskets.
It
was in Nottingham. She says, anyway, the Amazon have given her a voucher as a goodwill gesture, and apparently, right, the delivery driver will no longer be delivering, Gemma, for Amazon.
No.
Yes. And basically she said that he went to next door to deliver a parcel that probably contained traces of excrement. Depends what they ordered, Sharon. What I would like to say about that, Gemma, is, first of all, right, I mean, what would you have done, Gemma, if you'd have found a man pooing in our garden? What would you have done?
I'd have knocked on the door and said, I'm so sorry, but I'm absolutely desperate for the loo. Please, may I use your toilet?
Can't come in because of coronavirus.
Well,
company policy.
Who would know?
Well, this is the thing, right? I mean, I wondered, technically, he did his job, he delivered something. That's what you can say. It definitely delivered something. I mean, it might be Amazon Prime. Is that what the service is? I don't know, right? It's a good job it wasn't Hermes, right? Because they would have done it in the wrong garden and then thrown it into next door.
Oh,
so
I just had an idea.
What?
He should have gone in a box in the back of the van.
He should have gone in a box in the back of a shoebox, Gemma. Gemma's got him down as a cat with a litter tray. Has he got a litter tray in the back?
Seriously, if you were that desperate, you could have gone in a box.
I mean, interestingly, Gemma, I would have gone in the garden and then left a card next to it. That's what I would have done. Here's the thing, right, Gem? Here's the thing. She's a counsellor from the NHS. You'd think she'd have had a bit more understanding, right? Because she might see this man again, darling. Yeah. Imagine if she sees this man again and says, what's the problem? Oh, my life's fallen apart. Tell me about it. I've lost my job. I've lost my children. I've lost my family. It all fell apart during the coronavirus. Why? Because I had a poo in your garden, darling. Yes. That's why. I mean, it made me think, though, Gemma.
Go on.
It made me think, where can they go? It's awful, isn't it? Because supermarkets...
Well, when you take kids into town and
supermarkets have massive queues. There's no public lavs. They certainly can't go home. I bet there's hundreds of bottles of urine right now in footwells of Amazon delivery driver vans and just rolling around.
Oh, God. Do you think so?
Never order a Tupperware for Amazon. That's my... Because I'm telling you now, that's being used.
That is great.
And Gemma, I've just got a little ditty to put that up. You ready? You ready to hammer this home?
I've got to say something in a minute.
Let me just do this.
Go on.
If you order a Tupperware today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you order a Tupperware today, you'll never believe your eyes. 'Cause every driver that ever there was caught short for certain, because today's the day that Terry needed a big shit. I'm pleased with that. I'm very, very pleased with that. Very childish. But do you know what? Like you said, Gemma, give them a cardboard box or a cat litter tray. Amazon is the biggest company in the world at the moment. Why don't they give them big nappies, toilets? They could even drag around a portaloo on a trailer.
Papa's nappies.
I mean, Papa's nappies. Yeah, Papa's nappies, like Vic and Bobby. Here's the thing, though, Gem. He won't be delivering for Amazon anymore. But Justy have snapped him up. Lockdown has made me realise who the good delivery companies are. Because we've had some, and it's been like fly tipping. Some of them now, Gemma, are so awful, I think they're going to revise the delivery options to reflect their business model, right? So what the card will say, Gem, is if you're not in, should we leave it in your actual wheelie bin? Not at the side, not behind, not on top, right in, marinating in the bin juice. That's where we're going to leave it.
Grim.
Shall we leave it dangling out of your letterbox like the tongue of a panting dog, just flapping, waving at all the criminals that walk by? Shall we, Gemma, this is the other one. Shall we leave it with the neighbour who you have most animosity with? Number 59, the one you had a row with over the boundary. Remember, the one you've reported to the police for the noise disturbance. And you've got to now go round, knock on their door and ask for your box file delivery. I'm sure they're going to love that. Gemma, have you had any bathroom emergencies? That's got because it's a confessions show, this. I mean, I've had a few.
I don't know if I can actually say this because people will think really badly of me.
Get on your feet and say it. Come on.
Oh, do I have to show my face?
Yes, you've got to be human.
No, I'd rather say it down here because it's so embarrassing.
Oh, go on then. It's not going to help you.
In my year out, when I went to Germany, one of the teachers, Carl, invited us round.
Be up because it's going to be weird just a voice off the camera.
Okay.
One of the teachers, Carl. Carl, was he one who was here last week?
Last week?
Last week.
Oh, yeah, Carl Grossman.
Carl Grossman.
Yeah, I got invited round for dinner.
Right.
Oh, that's steady. That's all right. Here we go. And I can't say it. It's so bad.
Come on. What did you do? You blocked his toilet.
Yes.
Classic. It's a classic. When the water comes up, there's no. Do you know what? You become a plumber in that moment because the cistern's open. You're like the ballcock's gone. The ballcock's gone. You start being an engineer.
I'm not joking, but 20 minutes went by, and obviously they knew something went right.
Yeah.
What do you say? I was so mortified.
Well, there's nothing you can say. Did you say you've got problems? Or did you go, I've got to leave? What did you do? Did you just put the lid down?
I just said I got lost.
Got lost.
Got lost in your bathroom.
I got lost and blocked your drains. Do you know,
it was horrendous.
Can I tell you, I've had a moment. I was out running, right? And no, let me tell you this.
Oh, you just reminded me of another one.
What? I was out running and I had to go. And I actually did
runner's trots?
No, I had runner's trots. And I went in a hedgerow. Right, and I went down there, and honestly, because it's quite difficult logistically if you've not done a squat as a man, I have to, because you don't want to go into your shorts, because it's like you're loading a catapult. So I had to pull them apart like that, and then I went. No, listen, it gets worse. And I'd done it, and I'd finished it. I'd finished the business, and I was just at the end, and then I looked to the left, 12 children pony trekking. 12 children coming on ponies. It was like the cavalry coming over the top of the hill. And do you know what I did? Because I was so scared, I just decided to just fall back.
Oh, God.
I just fell back and I fell into the hedge.
The poo.
No, I fell away from the poo, but into the hedge. Still had my trousers down, so everything was bunched up.
You could have been arrested.
No, what I did, I was that way, and I pulled my bottom up like that, and then I managed to. Do you know when you're like on a film where the shark's going to eat them and they just stay still?
Yeah.
I just stayed like that in the hedge, and they trotted past me. I could feel the horse breathing on my ear, and I just styled it out. And honestly, styled it out, mate. Do you know what? When I went running a week later, I ran past. I saw my.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was going to tell you. Do you remember when we went running
through
Bluebell
Woods?
No, it was at Swad.
And you saw it from a week ago.
That wasn't yours, was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I put a little flag in it.
No, it was massive.
It was massive. In fact, I said to her it was a horse. It was me. Do you know what? It was like that's like a museum exhibit, isn't it? I got emotional. I had a minute's silence when I passed it.
Oh, God.
When you've got to go, man. You've got to go.
But you really should be bagging it up.
Bagging it up? You should be bagging it up, mate. Right, here we go.
Oh, I can't believe we're talking about
It's horrible.
food.
It's enough. I'm so sorry, guys, but tonight is confession, so there's a little bit of rudeness, and we're going to another little bit of rudeness
I've got
now.
another shout out. Alexa Burns wrote in on the feed.
Hello,
said,
Alexa.
And this does not surprise me. I'm so sorry. She's weed in a lunchbox before.
Oh, did you take your sandwiches out?
She said, I hope it was before.
Oh,
after
that's awful. Everyone's been caught short. You see, it's a normal human thing. I just want to say as well, Gemma,
Go on.
here we've got some advice now. Some government advice.
Right.
This is genuine government advice. This story is the best story I've seen in lockdown.
Right.
This is government advice now about those who want to get jiggy in the time of corona.
Oh.
Now, this is going to blow your mind, right? That's not a euphemism. However, right. Just genuinely from the BBC website today.
Show them the picture.
From the BBC website.
Ridiculous.
Sex and coronavirus, how to have it safely. You've heard of the new normal around going back to work and shopping, but this also applies to sex now, according to a sexual health charity.
Oh, come on.
Listen, the Terence Higgin Trust has published advice on how we should have sex during a pandemic. Not knocking the Terence Higgin Trust, fantastic organisation, but this is literally now the government and the media telling us how to bonk. That's where we're at. That is 2020 where we're at now. We're August, remember this, right? This is amazing, right? You've heard of role play, right? Well, this is the next best thing now. It's a sexy risk assessment. It's health and safety in the bedroom.
You can just imagine.
Well, the only way this could get less romantic was if you had rubber gloves on, swimming goggles, and was whispering the latest COVID death totals into your loved one's ear. Just like that. The R rate's above 1 today. Yeah, would you like that? Go, just flatten the curve together. Come on. It's not a condom you're wearing anymore. Do you know what it's classed as? PPE. Personal protection equipment, right? Honestly, right, listen, I've got the advice here, and I'm
Right.
going to read this before we go on to the viewers' questions,
Go on,
because
then.
this is amazing, right? I've got to tell you this.
I can't believe
Number
it.
one advice, number one, guys. Best sexual partner is yourself, or ideally someone you live with. Now, what if you lived with your mum? What if you were a lad at home with just your
Oh
mum?
God, we're going from poo to this.
The,
Oh,
the
blooming
best
heck,
sexual
this is getting
partner,
worse.
your best sexual partner is yourself. It always has been. Your genitals are your best friend. They will always be there for you, no matter what. Right? Here's the best one, right? The leaflet suggests you should practice solo sex. Well, I'm not sure I need any practice. At 41 years, 30 of those, I'm a professional. I would say I'm a professional. Don't get prudish about this. I know you're feeling uncomfortable.
I'm feeling very
Don't
uncomfortable.
feel this is no, because it's look. They said here, right? That's not to say that
Right.
sex is off the table. Well, I mean that's unhygienic for a kick-off, right? But it should be with people as part of your household. They've said you should wear a mask. Wear a mask. There's only one person who wears a mask during sex.
God.
Doggers. So I'm not doing that. Basically, it's never been a more acceptable time to wear a gimp suit and a ball gag in the bedroom.
Oh,
right?
well, Christian Grey's going to be all right. Then,
This is
isn't he?
it, right? Choose positions that aren't face to face.
Oh,
Right?
God.
So when he suggests something,
That is not even
it's
safe.
there. So when he suggests,
kidding
I'm not made this
me?
up. This is what I'm saying. So when he suggests that special something that you only let him do on his birthday,
Oh, I can't believe the next one.
yeah, remember, he's not a pervert. He's just thinking about humanity, right? This is the bit that participate in phone or online sex instead. What with my broadband?
Oh,
Imagine how frustrating that would be, Jen.
Oh,
You're
my
halfway
God.
through just taking a bra off and it just freezes. Just buffers like that. Right? No kissing. No kissing. Because that spreads the virus. No
well,
foreplay.
Julia Roberts didn't do kissing.
Well, I tell you what. Yeah,
in
but
Pretty Woman.
she was a prostitute. It's not a good example, Gemma. I mean, this is the thing.
Yeah, but I'm just
But
saying.
what? So basically, no
Oh,
foreplay. Now, men all across the country are going to be gutted about that.
Why?
Yeah. You have to put less effort in. Here's the other one, Gemma.
Go on.
No heavy breathing or panting. So no more
Just to
role
let-
plays where you pretend
to-
to be a Labrador. Go on.
Colin Grammy just said, Roy and Mags are watching. Yeah.
Do you know
Good
what?
eve- Good evening, mother and father in law.
Colin, how did I get here, mate? My dad pretended to be a panting dog. Right?
Oh, God.
Right? No heavy breathing or panting. I get that. Bringing the washing basket down. I'm knackered already, right?
You can carry on doing that.
Right. If you are meeting someone new, the charity says to ask them if them or anyone in their social bubble has tested positive for COVID. That's an icebreaker, isn't it?
Oh,
Go out for dinner, Jem. Go out for dinner. Before we have sex, how is your mother?
Well, no, but you'd want to see evidence of that because you could easily just go, no.
We just be
I'm
sticky.
negative.
Might as well do a swab. Just whack a thing up her nose
Oh,
like that. Before you kiss, just
God.
hang on a minute. Do a quick COVID test. Get off to the lab. If you
Oh,
are,
this is awful.
Gemma, if you are going to touch each other's genitals, Jem, it is likely you're potentially kissing at the same time. The virus is
Say
spread
this
through
again.
several-
Which
if
one's this one?
If you are going to touch each other's genitals, if you must touch each other's genitals, you will probably be kissing at the same time. The virus is spread through saliva, unless it's a
Oh,
medical exam,
God.
or you product them with a biro or a meter ruler. Right, I've made that bit up.
Oh, for God's
Dr. Alex, an A&E doctor and former Love Island contestant, says any possibility of transfer of coronavirus from mouth to your hands to genitals to someone else's nose or mouth increases the risk of passing on the virus. Listen, mate, you were on Love Island.
Oh, for
taking
goodness
taking
sake.
sexual health advice from him is like taking parenting tips from Rose West. I'm going to leave it. Do you know I'm swerving that? Last one. Last two.
God.
Wash your hands more than 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer before and after sex. That'll kill the mild, won't it? Don't touch me until you've washed them. Might as well roll around in two massive condoms.
Singing happy birthday.
Singing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, just... You can't... Do you know what? You can't even have a quick one anymore because it'll take like. Can we go through the safety briefing? Like, are we having a bunk up? Or we're hiring a quad bike? What are we doing it? Why do you need my insurance details? Right? I've said it before and I say it again.
Go on.
The safest way to have sex now is to prod at each other with dildos attached to the end of broom handles. I've told you, it's a rude joust. It's all
a rude
stay
joust.
still.
Yeah.
How many need doing?
Yeah.
I'm ahead of the curve with that.
Well,
I'm not. One more thing.
Go on.
This is the next one.
Go on.
The New York City Health Authority sent an email out. Prepare yourself. Where they suggested experimenting with glory holes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What's a glory hole?
Oh, the naivety.
Oh no! What does it mean?
Can I just tell you something? Can I just tell you something before you start? Before you start, can I tell you something? Right, before you start, don't go down. Listen. Olivia, right? We were watching. Gemma, stay still. You're knocking everything over. Gemma, listen. Stop. You can't. We've only got...
I nearly wet myself.
Confessions. Listen. Compose yourself. I know. Compose yourself. Listen. This is ridiculous. Compose yourself. Right, listen to me. Right? We were watching a programme the other night. Olivia was watching it with me, and it was a documentary about a guy who'd tried to sabotage his wife's parachute. Right? Very dark
very
thing.
serious.
And he used to go to sex clubs, and they showed the footage, and he said his favourite room was the one with the glory hole, and Olivia said, "What's a glory hole?" Now I've got to explain that to a kid, right? And
can you explain it to your wife?
I was like, well, it's a bit like whack-a-mole. It's not, but I was like, what does she put through the hole? Baguettes. What they do is they have a board like that. They put their thing through the hole, and there's some under the side.
Like if you're in a toilet and somebody will put it
through
through
the
hole.
cubicle, the glory hole.
Oh, that's a glory hole.
All these years.
Every day's a school day.
All these years she was hanging her toilet rolls on it. But then I would never see the day,
God,
right?
This is awful.
When the glory hole in a public toilet with a complete stranger would be safer than the missionary position. I can't believe it, man. So like this is the new normal sounds really abnormal, doesn't it? Basically. And there's only one way to solve this. There's one way to solve it. Don't go again. We've got to hold it together. Come on, live stream and all that. Dear me, this is what I've got to work with. This is what I've had. This is 14 years of marriage for you. Listen, do not spit on that keyboard.
Oh, God.
There's only one way to solve this, right? They said avoid sex completely. That's what they've said. Avoid sex completely, and they recommend that you get married. Okay, so that was a fun bit.
Oh,
that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, too much laughing.
Too much laughing.
Well, it's actually made me hot beyond all recognition.
Question of the week, Gemma. Let's bang
I
on.
was going to go down.
No, you're not going anywhere. Question of the week. Question of the week, my darling.
Oh, God.
Come on, you big geek.
Right, I heard it.
Let's do it.
Him off. Here we go.
Go.
Oh, hang on, crank him up.
Boom. The question of the week is.
Oh, confessions.
Confessions.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Confessions.
Father
shed. Bring them to me, my child, and I will.
I'm ready.
Allay your guilt. We've had some absolute bangers here.
Oh, come on. Do these ones.
I've got a couple of sweet ones. We've got a couple of stupid ones. Right. We're going to go, first of all, we're going to keep the sauce going. A little bit of sauce. This is anonymous. Ready?
Oh, this is exciting.
My confession is from 30 years ago. You need some backing music or some saucy music on your clarinet.
Should we do the clown?
Yeah. Can you do some claro?
This could go one of two ways tonight.
Let's have some saucy, sexy clarinet backing.
Just let me read.
Go on then. Someone's in Normandy.
Oh,
come on.
This could be a mistake.
Come on, just nice, sexy music. Okay. This confession is from 30 years ago. Oh, this is going to be long. Come on. This confession is from 30 years ago. My dad was a dentist, and when I was a young student, I sometimes helped him out by cleaning the surgery for a few quid. What he didn't know was on one occasion, I arranged to meet my boyfriend there. I made all his dreams come true in the dentist chair, dressed as a naughty nurse. We didn't get much cleaning done. We're still together.
Oh,
saucy. I love it.
I don't feel the clarinet added anything
It's
to
quite
that.
weird, but do you know what I love about that as well? Is she said, Jem, that
Don't touch me.
she made
I'm so
she made all
sweaty.
his dreams come true in the dentist chair,
Oh.
but he was the one doing the filling.
Oh, ba-dum-bum.
I bet she still
We
charged.
need a drum.
I bet she did charge him.
Ba-dum, yeah, ba-dum-bum.
I bet she charged him on the way out. There you go. I said it
Oh,
again.
there we are.
Right, here we go.
Is it? Do you need clarinet
No.
accompaniment?
Okay, clarinet accompaniment. Yeah. This is from Robert Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Rob
Good.
Lowe sponsors. Not Rob Lowe, the famous actor. He's done some confessions. He got into trouble for those. Let's not go on with those. Confession. When I was a lad of about
Did
11.
Rob want his name mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was 11 or 12, I got home from school early and my parents were out and I'd forgotten my key. The living room window was ajar. I squeezed myself in. I got through just and tried to find some footing on the other side of the window. The nearest thing was the brand new colour TV. A big deal back then. I put my weight on it. Good. And the TV slid off onto the coffee table. The table survived, but the telly was smashed to pieces. And I blamed it on the dog. And when my parents came home, I blamed it on the dog and they put him down. Joke.
Oh,
That's a
God!
joke.
I was like, no!
That's a joke. It's a joke. No, he blamed it on the dog.
Did they
and
ever know it wasn't
he
the
never,
dog?
he never owned up to this day.
Oh my God!
But his mum knew she was lying. On the
Okay.
plus side, when they took the telly for repair, he gave his dad a brand new VHS video player.
Oh,
So every cloud. So you were right to smash
well
their telly,
done.
you selfish little boy. Here we go. We've got
Right.
one more here. Two more. This is one of my favourites.
Okay, go on.
Eddie Rooney Sr.
Yes, I love this
Now,
one.
I've got to say this, because Eddie,
Yeah.
right, he says, I've got a confession to make. As you know, my name is Eddie Rooney Sr.
Yeah.
And I sell truck parts for a living. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the most manly sentence I've ever seen. As you know, my name is Eddie Rooney Sr. and I sell truck parts for a living. He may as well said, I beat panels of metal with my own forehead.
Yes.
Right? He had a meeting one day in Liverpool docks. I mean, it was with a company. Because
Yes.
otherwise, Eddie, I don't know what you're getting up to for your extra money.
Yeah.
To win this contract would be amazing for my little business. So I arrived for the meeting and handed a business card. The PA took it and she said, as she was an Evertonian,
Yeah.
Rooney, any relation? Without batting an eyelid, I said, oh yeah, Wayne is my cousin. Yes, Eddie. She ran to her boss, who was also a massive Evertonian, and he came running out of the office to see me.
No.
15 minutes he was talking. I was talking about our Wayne and how we grew up.
No.
And I had the contracts in my pocket. As I was leaving, he shook my hand and he said, hey, can you get me a signed autograph
No.
for my little boy? He's a big hero. And I turned and I said, of course I can, mate. I'm seeing our Wayne on Sunday. He had a barbecue and everything. What's your little boy's name? He had that contract for 6 years until they sold it out to a Dutch firm. Do you know what I'd love? If the Dutch firm sold it out to someone who pretended they knew Marco van Basten. Yeah, I'll get you his autograph, mate.
Yeah.
It was the best contract I've ever had. And all it took was a photo from eBay, a Sharpie marker, and me Googling how to spell Sebastian. So he sent the photo.
My God.
Eddie, phenomenal.
Eddie.
That's
he wins.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We've
well
got one
done.
more thing. This is from Justin Wilbraham. His girlfriend Amy introduced me to your work years ago. I mean, this isn't work, but me dicking about. The Shed Show is class. We never miss a week. Thank you. You're quite right.
Did you get his name right?
Yeah, Justin Wilbraham.
Okay.
And his girlfriend Amy, right? Here's my confession. I'm now running from work to find a suitable gift to convey the weight of my feelings for my girlfriend. Could be a bit of a stretch because she means the world to me. So in case I fail on said mission, he might have succeeded, but let's face it, he's a bloke. He's probably failed. Can you wish a happy anniversary from me?
Aww.
This will get me into trouble for embarrassing her, but what the hell? Hi to Gemma and your parents, to whom I've become emotionally attached.
Oh, that is so
thank you,
lovely.
Justin.
Well,
Well done.
Justin, we've already had one proposal on the show.
Yes, mate.
Nudge,
Come on,
nudge,
come on.
wink, wink.
And here we. I mean, they were class, weren't
Oh,
they?
actually, are they already married?
I don't know.
Anniversary.
Anniversary,
Oh, maybe.
Connie,
Maybe
I don't
just
know.
be together.
Just propose,
Nice.
mate. Whenever you've got nothing on,
That's
whenever you want to
nice.
put things right, propose. We've got one final
Oh,
story.
Right, okay.
Gemma.
here
Oh
we go.
no, Gemma, have you got some confessions?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh,
I could do with a jingle for this.
go on then. Can I? I've got one confession as well for you.
Confessions of the week.
You can see what we're doing with the jingles.
Right, I've got 5 confessions here,
Ooh.
and you've got to say if you think they're true
Or
or
false. True or false?
Confession number 1.
Yes.
I might regret this.
Go on.
Okay. I spent £55 on a handbag during lockdown.
I mean. True.
Yeah.
Unreal. Unreal. I am scratching around for money doing shows into a webcam. And she blows 55 quid on an handbag she can't even wear because she's gone nowhere.
And people will not be happy with me for that.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
Carry on.
Number 2. When I go shopping for food, I often have coffee and just say the queues were long.
That's definitely true.
Yes!
She goes, she sneaks. Do you know what? I know this because she had a top she was taking. Jeremy had, when the world was normal, she was taking a top back to Dorothy Perkins for about 6 years. And I said to her, she said, he didn't have it in my size. I said, what's that? A regular latte?
So
a regular latte?
Nice.
Go on, carry on. These are all true, these.
Number 3. I've booked for us to go and view some caravans next week.
Oh, God. True.
False.
Oh!
Number 4.
You want to, though.
I've made an inquiry about having a tow bar fitted on my car.
That's true.
Yeah!
You can't tow it on yours, I've told you.
I could tow it on mine!
No, you can't tow a caravan on the back of an old Peugeot.
You can.
No, we don't.
He said I can.
We're going to have an argument about that. Of course he said you can. He wants to sell you a tow bar.
It's a really nice tow bar.
In terms of tow bars go.
Right, number 5.
Yeah.
I've already joined the caravan club so that I can start planning where we might stay.
That's absolutely true. Is it?
No. But I did think about it.
Here, I've got one more confession for you. They were very good.
What, you're going to say something about?
I bought a caravan. No.
Oh, dude!
Don't hit me. This is on camera.
Don't mess with my emotions.
Here we go. Now, I've got one more confession,
Okay.
right? This is genuinely true. I'm such an idiot.
Go
right?
on.
I once had a rattle in my car, not a kid's rattle, a
I was
rattling
gonna say,
noise,
like,
a rattling noise,
Yeah.
and I hadn't had the car long, and every time I went round the corner, it went tick, 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 tick. And I was like, this isn't right, this.
Yeah.
I'm really annoyed about this. This is a brand new car. I've had it 2
Brand
months.
new?
2 months I'd had it. No, it was new to me.
Yeah.
2 months, and I thought, I'm going to take it in, and I took it in, and I walked in there. I was like, this car, I don't know what's going on. The CV joint's gone or something. I don't know, I was making it up. CV joint's gone or something. The steering's gone. Something needs sorting out. J-boot or something. Anyway, he took it out.
Go on.
And they took it in. They took it apart. They put it all back together. They had it in a week. They're like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Bennett, we can't find anything. I was like, oh, right, okay. So I get the car. I drive out the thing. Turn the corner, ting, 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 and I'm like, this is annoying. They're lying to me. They're trying to scam me. I'm going to go to another garage. This is unacceptable. And I turned around and I thought, no, I'm going to take that car back and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to walk in there until they fix it. I am not leaving that reception. And I get in there and I pull in and I think, well, I need the book out the back to get stamped or whatever. So I open the boot, I get the book out, and as I do, a 5p piece rolls out of the vinyl pull cover and just plops into the thing.
Is that it? That was all.
It was literally a 5p piece going that guy. And I had my car in the garage, and I don't go there anymore. I'm so ashamed because I'm the 5p guy. I am the 5p idiot.
You're an idiot.
There you go. That's my confession.
Oh, God's sake.
Before we ring my mum and dad,
Yes.
there's a glimmer of hope that's come today.
Oh.
I just want to tell you this news story.
Do I know this?
Well, no, I just want to say that the Russia have nearly got the vaccine ready.
Okay.
Apparently. Now, that gave me a little bit of hope until it said Russia. They're the first country to grant approval to the COVID vaccine.
Right.
And after only 2 months
Go
of
on.
testing, Putin said it's ready and he's already given it to his daughter. Now, already that's impressive. Respect to that girl because I can't even get my two to try my chicken korma. Never mind a vaccine that's not been tested. Do you know what they've called it? Sputnik 5. Sputnik 5 after the space program. That's one up from Silit Bang. You're not putting that in my arm.
They've not really called it that.
Sputnik 5.
Is that true?
Sputnik 5. Get your Sputnik 5, right?
Oh, God.
But here's the weird thing, right? Here's the weird thing.
It's pretty dodgy being
They haven't even told you what's in it. I reckon it's just like Barocca and a vodka, just whacking it into people's arms, right? It basically, what I'm saying is, the Russian vaccine, to me, would you take it? If it came in, they went, do you want to take it? No. Do you know what? To me, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like the last pasty in an all-night garage.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you look at it, it seems normal, it's
It's been there a
packaged
few
correctly,
days.
but it'll probably kill you.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So there you go.
Oh, dear
a little
me.
bit of update, but that's been an enjoyable little interlude.
Topical.
Let's, should we ring my parents?
Let's ring the parents.
Let's ring Roy and Mags. Come on.
Oh,
It's been a lovely show, hasn't it,
beautiful.
tonight?
Lovely.
Lovely, nice
Thanks,
show.
everyone.
Confessions, I feel.
Here we go. Crank him up.
Come on. They've gone out.
Oh, don't do this.
They've gone
to us.
dogging in the
Don't.
masks.
Do you know what? They've been really good this week, and they've chosen the song already on Monday.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Margaret.
Good
I'm playing sick again.
You're
Oh,
brilliant.
don't you dare!
I'll put you on, Dad.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks, Max.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello.
I'm
We're
great.
fine.
How are you?
I got this heat.
I know.
Oh.
Well, you want to try being in the shed, Roy? Is your volume
Oh,
right?
Yes, it is, of course.
I'll see you.
It's
You've
hot.
been-
It's hot
You've
here.
been very funny tonight, Scott.
Oh, thank you. I love how you say that. I love how you say that.
Oh, yeah.
I love how you say that in a way that you're surprised. You've been funny tonight.
Oh, right, it was funny. Right.
Well, it was a bit saucy, wasn't it, Mum? It was a bit saucy.
No, it was good. It was great.
I didn't do the story about a man who's had a penis grafted onto his arm. I'm saving that for next week.
Oh my
Genuinely
god.
true story.
You can't tease us like that.
It's a teaser for next week.
I had to put my hands over your mother's ears on certain days.
Oh, did you? I don't know. Everyone's lived a life, haven't they? Of course they have.
Bit of an fit dance.
Oh, don't be daft.
No, we got 13 people here, you know.
You got what?
God-fearing, not
God
God-fearing.
fearing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
God fearing. Dad, have you got a confession or not?
Well,
You're quite good.
only confession I could think of is that we told the milkman that you were his.
Right. I tell you, Dad, I've got
Oh, okay, because we were getting free milk up to you for that being 5.
I've got a confession for you, Dad, on your behalf, that you
Go on.
once got out of a parking ticket because you pretended your car had broken down.
Yeah.
He did.
And what I love about
Yeah, I
it,
did.
what I love, Dad, is that your car broke down perfectly in between two white lines.
Yeah, a couple of times actually. And your mother got away with it once as
Yeah.
well.
You ran 6 miles to take her a spark plug, I remember. You followed through on the whole thing. Dad,
In those days.
yeah, you look, they were the carefree days
Yeah,
of
they were the
fraud.
days.
Dad, have you got a song for us tonight?
We have got a song.
What have we got
yeah.
this week?
Seeing as you've been saying about doing your poos.
Thank you. Yes, it's been a bit toilet. It's been a bit gutter.
Oh, we do a song called Take Me Home. I want to do a poo down a country road.
Oh, excellent. That's where I did it. That's where I did it in the bush. Let's do it then. Country
Let's
roads.
go.
Okie dokie then.
Get your tackle.
Get your tackle.
Tackle. Here we go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round you, mine and baby's faces now again. Dark and dust, painted on the sky, Mr. Days the moonshine and tears up in my eyes. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear a voice in the morning.
radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving around the road, I get a feeling that I'm sure I've been held yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, take me home. Down country road, take me home. Down country road.
Guys, slick.
So good.
John Denver, who died in a car crash. But what a beautiful...
That was so good. I love that
I've just got to say, Dad, that while we were singing that song to you, someone called Claire Lavender has written that her nan had a glory hole under the stairs where she kept the Hoover. I don't even know where to start with that.
You must still use it there.
What do you put through it, Dad? Sandwiches.
It's kazoo.
It's kazoo. Oh, it's so dirty.
Dear.
Do you know what's brilliant? Someone says, Gemma, don't go down. It just makes it worse. Do you know what? This show has been like a carry-on film, Dad. Have you got a Swanee whistle? Just...
Swanee whistle.
Is that what they're called?
Swanee whistle,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Gemma
yeah.
didn't even know what it was.
Every day's a school day.
She's such a naive
I've
child.
learned today.
She's learnt about glory
Swanee
holes.
whistle
Can
and the glory
you
hole.
believe it that she's got a quote for a tow bar, you two?
Oh,
You know what?
A quote for a tow bar, Dad.
I mean, business.
Yeah.
get ready.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to be in a caravan, aren't I, this time next year? I can
Yes,
see it.
Yes.
Because we'll have no house, we'll be skint.
Literally in a caravan.
You'll be like dragging your house at the back of you.
Yeah, like a snail, Michelle,
Yeah,
innit?
Michelle.
Dad, Mum, lovely to see you. We're going to see you this weekend, I think.
Oh, good.
They don't know
You
yet.
don't know yet, but now I've done it on air, we're going to have to come.
Is it alright if we come up this weekend?
I got this. Yeah.
Listen,
Lovely.
you've been wonderful. Mum and Dad, say goodbye.
See you later.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
And there was Roy and
And there
Max,
it
and there
was.
they go there.
Oh,
Back
dear.
to their lives, to their outdoor, sitting on the veranda.
Hey,
Drinking.
They are. They do sit on the
They're drinking
veranda.
wine.
It's
They'll be
so
drinking wine.
cute.
They've been drinking wine since 2 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the show. Thank you so much. Puffer Jackets on.
Puffer
Jason
Jackets
Cook,
on.
big up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. What I want to say is, share the stream. Share the stream. Share. Let's get that love spread around.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you to Interlude for sponsoring us. Thank you to you all for watching. If you did enjoy the show, you know what to do. Drop us a donation. If not, it doesn't matter, does it? Just share.
Just share, people.
Share. That's
Share
what it's
the
about.
love.
Share the love. Cut yourself a glory hole in your front door. Why not? I'm going to do that tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep cool.
Oh, if you can.
If you can. I am going to be... I've got to plug stuff.
Go on, go.
Tomorrow night I'm doing a gig at the Foresters Arms. I don't know where it is, that's how unprofessional it is. I think it's nearly sold out, so that's irrelevant. However, here we are, we've got a little extra guest. Come on in, you guys. Come and say goodbye to people. Come and say goodbye to people. Come on. Say goodbye, this is the fam. Look in that camera up there.
Say good night.
Say goodnight, everybody. To people, look, all these people watching. Say goodnight. Say goodnight. Say join us next week.
See, these are our bad parents.
These are our bad parents.
Yeah, these are our
They've been drinking Red Bull. I've got a show, Southall, on Sunday. Join me, Chris Washington, myself, Hal Cruttenden. Going to be amazing. We love you loads. Say goodnight.
Goodbye.
Bye. Stand Up From the Shed, brought to you by Interlude, creating and promoting live comedy, music and fringe events around the Midlands.